Hello and welcome to the Art Market podcast. Hello and welcome to the Art Market. I'm here with Jane Branney. Hello, Jane.
Hiya.
Now, you've been very lucky because you've won, along with Amy Stubbs, Best Newcomer.
Yeah, it's quite exciting. Yeah, really exciting.
What was your reaction when you first found out?
I was over the moon because I've been sort of working on jewellery probably for about 3 years, but not really sort of plucked up courage to do anything with it. To sort of think about selling it and marketing it. So it was really exciting to be given this opportunity to sort of showcase my work and to actually get some sort of mentoring as well around how I go about doing that.
I know, because when you first begin anything, it's always quite difficult because first of all you've got to create a product, haven't you? And especially when you're working in fashion, it's a difficult kind of process. But then just having started from that, then to market it, you know, you kind of do need a bit of guidance through that, don't you?
It's quite a daunting process, really, because I've been doing work for and sort of giving it to friends and things and been getting really positive feedback, and they're kind of going, oh, you should really sell this. And I've kind of been going, oh, no, but I just make it. So I've been getting a lot of encouragement and support from other people, but it's quite a transition to make it from doing it from a family friend to actually doing it as a business. To sort of get advice around how to market yourself and make products sellable has been really invaluable, really. So that's been a really kind of steep learning curve over the last sort of couple of months of getting ready for the arts market.
Is this the first art market you've ever done?
Yeah, completely. First kind of first time that I've ever kind of shown my work to sort of anybody other than sort of family, really.
Exciting! So you are definitely a newcomer, then, aren't you?
Oh,
to
yes,
the industry.
Very much so. I actually went for the first time to the arts market last year and was really sort of blown away by the sort of variety of work that was on offer and stuff. And yeah, so it kind of feels a very strange kind of thing to be on the other side this year. So yeah.
So for the listeners, tell us a little bit about what you do and how you do it.
Well, my work's mainly made out of silver. I'm very interested in textiles and things that are vintage. So I bring quite a lot of that to my work. I really like creating textures through jewellery and also movement. So a lot of my silver's been textured by lace, vintage lace and things that I've gathered over the years. And I also bring quite a lot of vintage beads and sort of different things to my work as well to get the really nice sort of contrast between the silver and colours. I really like sort of darkening and oxidising the silver as well, so you get that really wonderful sort of dark, rich kind of black colour, and then rub bits of it away so that you get to see the kind of lace pattern more as well. Yeah, quite sort of varied work, really, and sort of really kind of textured and hopefully interesting. I've done quite a few cufflinks and I've had quite a positive response about that, of introducing sort of lace aspects and sort of almost textiles into the metal.
I think that's a really unusual way of doing it. I've not seen that before, and yeah, it's a really good idea you've got there. Did you have any training before then? Did you go to college or are you just self-taught?
No, I went to, very strangely, I went and did an art textile degree at Glasgow School of Art. Okay. So I did that, about 10 years ago now, and sort of really sort of struggled about sort of creating products. And I'd done, right at the beginning when I left school, I'd done a sort of very short course in jewellery making. It was always a very difficult decision between textiles and jewellery. And I've grown up with textiles, so just went down that route. And so jewellery just seems to feel like home for me, really. It's a really natural kind of material for me to work with, and it just seems to have really clicked and gelled in being able to actually make intricate pieces of work and to bring my love of textiles into it rather than it being textiles. So yeah.
Yeah, it makes a good synergy. So what would you say is your favourite piece in your collection?
Probably to be a bit sentimental, when I got married about 1.5 years ago, I wanted to create quite a bit of jewellery for people that were important to me and sort of around the actual day. So I made cufflinks for my husband-to-be then, using sort of lace techniques and the sort of textured silver, which worked really, really well. And I think that is... I was able to use vintage lace from my grandma as well, so it's really nice to kind of bring all those different elements into my work and to make the sort of day meaningful in the sense of having that sort of link with the sort of different people as well. So yeah, I suppose cufflinks would be the favourite piece of work of mine at the moment.
And are you going to go more into men's jewellery as you go along?
Yeah, I think men's jewellery is really hard because I think it's very difficult. It's a very difficult field, really, because it's a sort of, not to be too delicate about it. A lot of men like sort of the more chunky sort of things. So yeah, I am interested in it. It's quite difficult to get it right, I think. And so it's something that I'm going to continue to work with and get feedback.
So what are you looking forward to the most about doing the art markets?
Oh, I think it's because this is the first time that I'm sort of showcasing my work. It's to get kind of a more broad feedback, really, about my work and what people like about it, and kind of what lines are going to be popular, what people are going to be drawn to rather than others. It's going to be kind of a useful learning curve, I think, from that angle. And being in a creative environment, last year when I was at the arts market, it was such a big vibe to it. It was so bustling and lots of energy, and sort of it's quite unusual for so many creative people to be in one space at one time, really friendly and welcoming. So I'm kind of looking forward to meeting new people and sort of, yeah, just that kind of real creative kind of energy, really, I think.
Are you looking forward to seeing anyone else at the art market? Have you got a list of people that you want to go and visit?
Well, my stand, I think, is next door but one to Claire Gage, and Claire Gage is from Chesterfield, which is where I'm from, and so I'm really looking forward to seeing her work, because she uses quite a lot of textiles in her work as well, like the imprinted lace into ceramics, and her stuff's beautiful, so I'm really looking forward to seeing her. Yeah, there's lots of people that I've seen before, and I'm kind of just really interested in seeing their work again, like dear Emma. I think there's Fiona Cameron that's going to be there that I sort of am aware of as a sort of enamel worker, which is, I'm really excited about her work. And I don't know whether I'm going to go the weekend after as well, because there's some fantastic artists as well the weekend after. Yeah, there's just so much to see, I think, over the 2 weekends. It's going to be quite an exciting couple of weekends, I think.
I think it's really good to talk to other artists and designer makers and to find out how they've progressed, and especially if you're new to the industry as well. They give you lots of tips, they tell you which markets to go to, they tell you about stockists that they could maybe see your work in. There's lots of advice, and there's a lot of, it's a really good shared network to be in, really.
Because I think when you're working in your own environment, it can be quite isolating if you haven't got that kind of network of people to sort of bounce ideas off and get that kind of inspiration from. So it's nice to kind of go to these events and mix with different people, I think.
Yeah, definitely. I think also as well, like Twitter and Facebook and things like that, they're good for a shared network and helping you and advising you, and to get stockists. That's also quite a good resource to have. Looking at things like that is also good. So when are you going to be at the art markets?
I'm the first weekend, so it's the 6th of November. So I'm going to be in one of the upstairs rooms with I think I'm next door but one to Claire Gage, and then I think Emily, I'm thinking near Emily as well. So yeah, there'll be a kind of corner of us, which will be really great.
And have you got a website?
Yes, I have. It is www.wix, which is wix.com/Jane Branney/jewellery.
Thank you very much, Jane. It's been a pleasure talking to you, and I look forward to seeing you at the art markets on the 6th of November.
Oh yeah, thank you very much. It's been great talking to you too.
If you would like to know more about the art markets, go to www.artmarkets.co.uk. We look forward to seeing you there on the 6th and 13th of November at Holmfirth Indoor Market from 10 till 4 o'clock. Thank you.